A lot of times I get asked by small business owners if I can do marketing and if I can help them. I never answer yes. Marketing as a term is way too broad. What I do is ask some questions to understand their budget, their expectations, and to make sure that we're the best fit for them. If not, I'm happy to refer them to other companies. And while Firelance Media has had some success, you know that I've also been a critic of the general gun media. I believe that creatives and marketers and journalists, bloggers, and anyone involved with the media needs to hold themselves to higher standards. Most of it's common sense, but I'll reiterate some of the main points. For example, if you're going to be a journalist, then be a journalist. Don't be a shill. If you are shilling, then just be upfront about it. Don't give away work for free and lower the bar for everyone else. Charge what you're worth and don't question it. Learn from others that are better than you. Get everything in writing. Be a professional. Having worked in Fortune 50 companies and broadcast media and as a consultant in finance and energy and high tech, I thought I'd seen a lot when it came to brand promotion in different industries. It wasn't until I got into the gun world that I saw some really strange approaches to marketing. In the past 6 to 12 months, I've noticed a steady trend emerging. More and more marketing companies are hanging out a shingle, trying to capitalize on the obvious gaps in our business. What gaps? Well, I'll sum it up like this. Michael Gerlich of Raven Concealment said something to me a few years ago that I'll never forget, and I use this quote all the time. This is a bunch of gun guys trying to do business rather than businessmen dealing in guns. So when I say marketing companies, I'm talking less about the large established agencies and more about the group of freelancers that decided to combine their forces, or individual social media managers, and everyone in between. While there's definitely some talent out there from what I've seen, many of them don't come from traditional marketing backgrounds. A lot of them don't have years of experience working with clients that need marketing help. And quite a few don't have any skills that would qualify them to deserve their hyperinflated titles of director or VP or CMO. They spring up almost overnight, get clients based on a hell of a sales pitch, and then leave bodies in their wake when they fail to deliver. In a business where we spend a lot of time talking about staying in your lane or what experience this person has versus that person, it's funny to me that we don't apply the same logic to business. I'm in no way capable of teaching CQB, so I don't go around touting myself as an instructor. Why would you think someone that designed a logo for their buddy can be the person you want interacting with all of your customers? Just because you have a computer and a camera doesn't make you an agency or a media guru. That includes me. Just because you watched a Gary Vaynerchuk video or can explain the nuances of Snapchat doesn't qualify you to handle a company's customer relationships. Just because you built a WordPress website or two doesn't give you significant experience in SEO or managing campaigns or dealing with public relations issues. And being on Facebook 24 hours a day commenting incessantly doesn't qualify you for anything. Qualifications, experience, and history mean things. Oh, and before anyone jumps on it, age has nothing to do with it. You can be a young genius or an old idiot. A lot of these digital entrepreneurs may mean well, but they're causing harm to small businesses unnecessarily. In my conversations, too few companies are trying to be authentic with their core message and are just trying to keep up with the Joneses. Instead, they should be focusing on what their company's message and brand really is. Communicating that message effectively is the heart of marketing. There's really no magic to it. To compound the problem, there's a lack of written contracts, lack of process, and way too much ego. To a lot of these people, success is measured by the short-term quest for the client, not a vested interest in building a long-term relationship. Get the money, deliver the bare minimum, and get out. At the end of the day, the business owner is wondering where all their money went. Now, they're jaded and probably worse off than when they started. Either way, the carpetbagging marketing companies create people more concerned with follower numbers and protecting the image that they are marketing geniuses. The problem with these companies is a simple fact that a lot of them got lucky. They've succeeded despite themselves, or worse, they create false narratives of success. The sad fact is, even though they may generate revenue or notoriety for themselves, these companies rarely think about providing true value for the client. The client is and always should be the focus. Let me say that again. The client is and always should be the focus. For example, in the photo world, watermarks from photographers are getting larger. Here's a hint to all you photographers. It's not about you. The client is supposed to be the focus. Boastful social media posts about landing new clients are getting more prevalent. The good agencies never insert themselves into press releases. Oh, and while we're talking about press releases, no press release in this day and age should have typos in it. Proofreading, it's a thing. Listen, I've certainly made some mistakes in the past, but learning from that, I've come to realize that the only thing that matters is making the client look as good as possible. So when it comes to all this BS, I see all of it and just basically dismiss it. I use these examples to remind myself that success is possible without becoming a complete D-bag. As a business owner, how are you supposed to know who to trust? It's a good question. So never point out a problem without offering a solution, right? So here's the whole point of what I'm saying. What we are seeing in marketing today is very similar to what we saw in the tactical training world when dudes were returning from overseas. Anyone and everyone is hanging out a shingle and setting up shop as a marketing company. Hell, I even explored the option myself, given my background, but decided to stay focused on creating strategy and providing imagery. If you're looking around for marketing help, do your research. If you have no idea what SEO is, just spend a few minutes on Google and educate yourself. You don't have to be an expert, you just have to understand what you're being sold. Do not just take someone's recommendation. Have authentic conversations, ask questions, get second opinions, look at portfolios of work, find former or current clients and ask around. No one's perfect and there are far too many companies misrepresenting themselves. Your business is everything, and handing your customer interactions, public image, and reputation over to another person should not be taken lightly. Ultimately, you will reap what is sown by their mistakes. When big corporations like Coke, Delta, or Remington have huge public blunders, customers don't yell at the marketing company, they blame the big guy. If your marketing company screws up, it's your reputation on the line. Proceed cautiously. Thanks for watching, and if you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments below.